Hey guys, Jack here. The guy with a face for radio and a voice for text. Finding the best place to host your website is a challenging task. I am thrilled to provide you with my review of WPX hosting and offer you a special offer. Below this video, in the description, you will find links to the products that we recommend. If you click on any of them, you'll get the best rates, discounts and any special offers that are going at the time of recording this video. So with all that said and done, considering hosting your WordPress site at WPX Hosting? I host all my money sites now at WPX Hosting, which gives me the chance to share a no-BS WPX hosting review based on real experience. Unbiased WPX Hosting Review 2019. WPX Hosting is a popular managed WordPress host that, beyond great performance, offers a lot of features to save you time and keep your site secure. WPX is one of the first few WordPress hosting service providers to enable one-click SSL installation, HTTP 2 and 7 Philippine pesos X by default, and the first to introduce high-performance SSD disks to all accounts. I switched to WPX hosting after being tired of losing site visitors due to a slow loading site. My website speed instantly boosted from 8 seconds to 1.5 seconds, and after further optimization done by their team, it sits now well under a second. See, here's the fact. Google recommends a time to first byte, or TTFB, meaning the time taken by your hosting server to deliver the first byte of data to your reader's browser, of not more than 200 milliseconds. Apart from that, page speed is now a ranking factor both for desktop, which has been since 2014, and mobile, since August 2018, which means you doing everything the other site owner does, and if their site is a bit faster than yours, they'll mercilessly outrank you. What inspired me to switch to WPX? I had all my websites hosted at a cheap hosting provider. I had chosen it because I had no budget when I started, and I was lazy to move on, or say hesitant to pay extra for premium hosting, for a couple of years. My other sites were hosted at HostGator. If someone recommends this service to you, beware, they're not your well-wishers, and because they had vulnerability issues, my sites got hacked one after another. Instead of help, all I got was upsells worth hundreds of dollars to get my sites cleaned or keep them suspended. Like, really, WTF? That's when I started to do some research on hosting services that not only sold but also cared about their product and customers. Take note, I never recommend products I don't trust or use myself. Affiliate and online marketing is a serious business, and one fake review can ruin someone's business, money. Unlike other sites that promote the crap out of anything for commissions, you will be glad to know that we're not like those other sites. You won't see me promoting HostGator on this site as a positive when there are options like SiteGround where our lesser important sites are hosted. Enter WPX Hosting, the blazing fast WordPress hosting service that remarkably reduced my website loading time from 8 seconds to less than a second. Managed everything from tech stuff like cache plugin setup, website speed optimization. No upsells, every single feature available at WPX is free to use for its users. Free max CDN for all 5 websites in my account worth $79, more on it below. And free nightly backups, saving nearly $100 on backup plugin and services, to name a few. As you can guess from the fact that I still host my sites on there, this WPX hosting review will be mostly positive. After all, if I wasn't a happy camper with them, I wouldn't be a WPX hosting customer, I would have moved on to a better place. But with that being said, I'm still focused on helping you to choose the best host for your needs, not just promoting the place where I happily host my own site. Ready to read my hands-on WPX hosting review for 2019? Let's dig in. WPX Hosting Review 2019. WPX Hosting is the #1 most trusted hosting on Trustpilot, out of a total of 161 hosting companies. FYI, HostGator came last, Bluehost came 158th, and GoDaddy came 143rd. As a managed WordPress host, WPX Hosting gives you a bunch of features that go beyond just hosting your site and making it load fast, though it does that pretty bloody well too. To get you up to speed with everything that WPX Hosting offers, I want to start with a quick overview of the features. Then, I'll get more hands-on in the following sections. With WPX Hosting, you get all the latest technology, 7 Philippine pesos X, HTTP 2, it's all there. Managed security, firewalls and malware scans to keep you safe. Awesome support, 32-second average response time via live chat. Automatic backups, with a 28-day retention policy. Easy staging areas, with one-click migration to live. Free SSL certificate to keep your data secure. Unlimited free site migrations, WPX Hosting will move all your sites over for you. 99.95% uptime guarantee. It'll be rare if your site ever goes down. USA and UK hosting locations, choose the one that's nearest to your audience. Malware fixed for you. If something happens to your site, WPX hosting will clean it for you. DDoS protection, via the enterprise-grade encapsula service. Now that you know what to expect, let's go more hands-on. WPX hosting speed and performance test. Okay, time to put WPX hosting to the test. For these performance tests, I'm going to use Matthew Woodward's testing zones when he did this kick-ass comparison of the top web hosting providers. See the full results from his tests by clicking on the link below in the description. You didn't think I was going to show you my money sites, did ya? When writing or making hosting reviews, a lot of people will test sites with no content and the default WordPress theme, which isn't a great representation of a live website. By using real sites for the test, you should have a better understanding of how WPX hosting will actually perform in a real-world environment. Let's get started. The setup was a total of 18 test sites across each of the 7 hosts. Hosts that included a CDN as part of their package had 2 sites installed on them: WPX Hosting, Kinsta and WP Engine. Hosts that ask you to use a free CDN like Cloudflare had 3 sites installed on them: SiteGround, HostGator, Amazon EC2 and LiquidWeb. All of the sites are hosted in the USA. Then he created 3 different types of blogs on one host and cloned that across each host. Blog type number 1 image heavy Cronus theme 11 photos 2000 words. Blog type number 2 plugin heavy Cronus theme 30 plugins no text, images. Blog type number 3 Cloudflare blog type number 1 plus free Cloudflare CDN. And to help make things a little easier for you, you can see the live versions and results from this test by clicking on the link below in the description for a full overview. Here are the results of the tests. Image heavy site loading speed. Plugin heavy site loading speed. WordPress performance tester benchmarks. Load impact. So now you are probably thinking, big deal, what does all that mean? Basically, WPX hosting helps your site load fast. And there's a reason for that too. WPX hosting uses cutting-edge technologies like 7 Philippine pesos, X and HTTP2 to make sure nothing slows your site down. 10 WPX features that make them better than the best. 1. Custom hosting dashboard, no more cPanel. If you're using, or have used, a cheap shared host, you've probably had the pleasure of using cPanel to manage your hosting. Okay, cPanel isn't that bad. But it's not super user-friendly, especially for non-technical users. WPX hosting, on the other hand, gives you a custom dashboard that's much more logical. From the dashboard, you can manage all the important aspects of your site with none of the confusing options from cPanel. As I go through some of the specific features below, you'll see plenty more from this dashboard. Fun fact, WPX hosting recently doubled the bandwidth available to all users, free of cost. When did your current hosting last do it for you? 2. WPX hosting security. Free malware scans and enterprise-level DDoS protection. Because of how popular WordPress is, it's a popular target for hackers and other malicious actors around the world. Keeping your site safe and secure can be tough, especially if you're not a technical user. But with WPX hosting, you can rest easy because WPX hosting handles most of your site's security for you. You get application firewalls. These filter most bad actors before they even get a chance to do something. Daily malware scans. If something gets through the firewall, the malware scan will pick it up. DDoS protection via encapsula. This protects your site from a distributed denial of service attack, a common tactic. A service that you otherwise cost you upwards of $299 per month. Beyond those proactive security measures, WPX hosting also offers free malware removal if anything shows up on the malware scans. As far as I know, and I've used a heckload of them, WPX hosting is the only hosting company that offers free site cleanup and restoration if your site gets hacked. Basically, as long as you keep your WordPress username and password secure, WPX hosting handles pretty much everything else. 3. WPX customer service. Live chat responds within 32 seconds. C. The main point of investing in better hosting is to take the headache off your head, so that you focus on what you do the best, i.e., your business. Right from asking for a custom backup done, to setting up a redirect code or an issue with your site, WPX hosting has got your back covered. WPX customer service feels like you've got a dedicated professional sitting right at the next desk, at your office. Just ask and you get a response. Swadhana Grawal. Don't take my word for it, go right now to their homepage and drop a message on the live chat. Based on independently verified data from live chat, WPX hosting responds in under 32 seconds on average. Yeah, when you send a message, you get a response in around half a minute. Beyond that, WPX hosting also offers a fixed-for-you guarantee. Basically, if your site ever stops working, WPX hosting will fix it for you, without making you run through the troubleshooting steps yourself like some hosts do. Of course, this only applies to hosting issues. WPX hosting isn't going to custom code you a plugin or anything, nor should you expect them to. 4. WPX Cloud Powerful CDN, free. WPX Cloud is the world's fastest CDN service, built from group up by WPX hosting to help users speed up their sites. Instead of upselling users to get a premium third-party CDN for an extra charge, WPX hosting built WPX Cloud themselves and offer it to all their users across various plans for free. You won't need any extra CDN services like Max CDN. They offered this for free when they had not developed the WPX Cloud or Key CDN with WPX. Here are other benefits of WPX Cloud. WPX team regularly tweaks and improves WPX Cloud to provide better speed. Currently it shows 50% to 320% speed improvements depending on site and resources. 100% free of charge for new and existing users. WPX Cloud can handle up to 3x more concurrent traffic. 20+ worldwide locations and growing, meaning smooth loading no matter where your visitors are from. Speed, additional security, and free upgrade to WPX Cloud 2.0, to name a few. 5. Automatic backups with lengthy 28-day storage. Backups are one of those things that every single webmaster needs to handle. But despite how important backups are, you'll still find lots of webmasters who ignore backups until their site crashes. Then they really wish they would have set up backups. With WPX hosting, you'll never have that feeling because WPX hosting automatically backs up your site for you every day. Then, it stores those backups for you for 28 days, which is double what most other managed hosts offer. You can access all of your backups right from your dashboard. And you can also run a manual backup if needed. If you need to restore a backup, you can do that from the interface as well. And there's also this really neat option that lets you choose between restoring your entire website or just your database. Pro tip, you don't need to do that yourself, just drop a message and WPX hosting team will get the job of taking backup or restoring done for you, happily. 6. WPX staging sites. To test new designs or updates safely beyond backups, WPX hosting also gives you another way to keep your site safe and secure. Easy staging areas. A staging area is basically an identical copy of your site that's in a safe sandbox where no one else can access it. You can use this area to test changes to your site, like a new plugin or an update to a plugin, or develop a new version of your site in private. Then, once you've thoroughly tested the changes, you can copy the staging version of your site to the live version to make it public. To create a staging area, you just click a button and choose which site you want to stage. Then, you can access your staging site from your dashboard. And when you want to make your staging site live, you just click the Merge to Live button. 7. Free SSL certificates to keep your site secure and get that green padlock. An SSL certificate is essential for all WordPress sites for two reasons. Since July 2018, Google Chrome marks all sites without HTTPS as not secure. An SSL certificate and HTTPS just plain make your site more secure, for both you and your visitors. Despite those benefits, a lot of users still don't use an SSL certificate because it's too expensive or too complicated to set up. With WPX hosting, neither of those statements is true. You get an SSL certificate for free. Can install your SSL certificate just by clicking a few buttons. That way, you can be up and running with HTTPS in no time. 8. 99.95% uptime guarantee, so your site is always available. Every second that your website is down means lost potential. And when it comes to uptime, the little things matter. Most hosts offer a 99.9% uptime guarantee. WPX hosting offers a 99.95% guarantee. Does that extra 0.05% matter? Yes. It might seem small, but it's a big difference. Let's do the math. On average, there are about 43,200 minutes in a month. With another host's 99.9% uptime guarantee, the maximum amount of time your site can be down in a month is approximately 432 minutes. With WPX hosting's 99.95% uptime guarantee, the maximum amount of time your site can be down in a month is approximately 216 minutes. That means a generic 99.9% uptime guarantee can end up costing you an extra 3.5 hours of downtime per month. Doesn't seem like such a small difference now, does it? 9. WPX hosting offers unlimited free site migrations. If you're currently hosting somewhere else, you'll need a way to get your existing WordPress sites onto WPX hosting. Like a lot of hosts, WPX hosting offers free migrations. But here's what's noteworthy about WPX hosting's migration service. WPX hosting offers free unlimited site migrations. Most other hosts limit you to 1 or 2 migrations, so this is generous and really helpful if you have a lot of sites. Plus, as I always say, it's good to get help outsourced so you can use those hours saved to grow your business. 10. Legacy pricing. No price increase when you renew. Finally, WPX hosting doesn't play games with its prices. A lot of hosts will sucker you in with a super low price, but that price only applies to your first billing cycle. After that, they jack up the price, usually to double where it started. With WPX hosting, the price you see on the website is what you'll pay, there are no games. Speaking of price, WPX pricing review. How much does WPX hosting cost? WPX hosting currently offers 3 plans. For each plan, you can either pay your hosting bills monthly, or you can get 2 months free WPX hosting discount for paying a year up front. All the plans include all of the features I showed you above, the only difference is in the number of websites you can host, how much storage space you have, how much bandwidth you get. Here are the 3 plans. Personally, I have a business plan. WPX hosting cons, just consider this. Like I said at the beginning, the fact that I actually host websites with WPX hosting means that I don't see many cons. The only reason I might say WPX hosting isn't for you is the price. It's not that WPX hosting is overpriced. Far from it, but it's just that depending on your needs, WPX hosting might be too much host for you. Personally, I think it's worth it to pay for the great performance and time-saving features like automatic backups, staging, etc. But if you're on a really tight budget, you can still find decent shared hosts that are a bit cheaper. You just might sacrifice a little performance and features. If that is a better suit, I suggest looking at SiteGround. Here's a quick table for you showing how WPX hosting compares with other hosting services like WPEngine. WPX hosting review, my verdict. After reading my WPX hosting review, I hope you have a better idea of why I made the decision to move over to WPX hosting. First off, I love that my site loads in less than 1 second for most visitors. You just can't beat fast page load times for offering a great user experience. And beyond that performance, WPX hosting also offers tons of other features to keep your site safe and save you time. The security features, alongside automatic backups and easy SSL and enterprise-level DDoS protection, makes sure your site is safe. The staging area and custom dashboard save me time when I'm working on my site. And to top things off, the 32-second average response time for live chat means that you can always get help when you need it. Not to mention, the Fixed For You guarantee, where they'll help you fix your Z with all hosting-related issues, hacks etc. with no extra cost or upsell. If you're interested in getting started, make sure to click on the link below in the description, which will head you over to WPX hosting. And remember, WPX hosting will migrate unlimited websites for you, so the transition should be pretty easy. If you want the Ferrari of web hosting that is super fast, affordable, provides free CDN and gives you the Fixed For You guarantee, WPX hosting is something you need to check out. And at only $20.83 per month, it's a no-brainer really. One small request. If you liked this article, please consider sharing it on your favorite social media platform and smash the like button too. Big shout out to Matthew Woodward. Make sure you check out his full test results with link in the description below. And shout out to Swadhin Agrawal, also see his results from changing over, see the link below.